Hello champions and future champions, hello ChessMood family. GM Gabuzyan is here with you and welcome to our daily lesson. Now on the board you are seeing a specific position. Opposite side castles, both players would like to attack, but there is a fundamental difference. Bishop versus the knight. Today we will try to understand which one is stronger. Before going into the explanations, I will offer you to pause the video and make a decision. Would you prefer to have the bishop or the knight in these conditions? Compared to the knight, bishop is a long-range piece. What it means? It can play on two sides of the board at the same time. At this moment, bishop on b2 is a great defender for a white king, preventing all kinds of threats through the dark squares. At the same time, it's a very dangerous attacker on opponent's king. In the meanwhile, now knight can be only a defender, or let's say if it's somewhere like on b5 square, it can be only the attacker. It is a short range piece and cannot fulfill few missions at the same time. That is the reason bishop is stronger in these conditions. For example, if now black plays queen a7, white can go a3. Bishop protects this pawn and still attacks on opponent's g7 spot. This is the topic, and let's now go ahead to see a practical example. Now we have a middle game situation when both sides are trying to attack since castles are on the opposite sides. At this moment it's white to move, chances to double up our heavy pieces, pressuring opponent's king as well, very strong, knight on c6 square. It's an outpost limiting opponent's heavy pieces. There is a little trick, but I will talk about this later. Now question, if it's white to move, how to continue this attack? In this game, white played rook dg1, sounds really attractive, but it's a big mistake. We allow now bishop f6 move. Piece protects pawn on g7 and is attacking on b2. Later on, after some more mistakes, white lost in this game, but fundamentally allowing bishop f6 was not allowed. Instead of this, at the beginning, white is supposed to make an unexpected decision, exchanging monster knight on c6 with this bishop. But what's the thing? After taking, and black takes back, we are staying with bishop versus the knight and opposite side castles. Previously we discussed this. Now white's gonna put bishop on the long diagonal. We are not going to play it with b3 move and bishop b2, since here it allows black to go a4 and crushing our king's position. Instead of this, after queen takes d8, white goes bishop d2. If now a4, bishop c3 is a nice tempo, protecting the pawn, attacking, and later on white can play a3, stopping this advancement. After bishop d2, if black tries to pressure with the heavy pieces, rook a b8, we're still going bishop c3. And then now after f6, we have a perfect position. Bishop is protecting here and pressuring a lot on opponent's pawn chain through the long diagonal. Meanwhile, knight is only a defender of black king. To summarize what we're just talking about, bishop is much better than the knight. It's protecting and attacking. White here continued h5, trying to go h6 and breaking this pawn chain. Black is trying to prevent it with h6. Let me show you now a few more moves and you will see a big difference among the attacks. When white can throw all of the pieces into the game, black is only stuck with these rooks on b2 pawn, which is safely protected. White goes rook d2 g1. After king h8, taking it away from the g-file, white's bringing the queen to e3 square, planning to advance to f4. There will be different tactical threats when queen goes here and we are having good control over the g-file. After queen e8, there is an option to exchange the queens and take pawn on a5. This is also winning, two connected pass pawns in the endgame. But while attacking, we would like to keep our queens and white can play queen f4. Now capturing on f6 is a threat. If black takes on h5, we have even a better option. White can play rook takes g7, rook g7, queen f6. Later on capturing on g7 and winning. There are many possible continuations after the beginning knight takes d8 and queen d8 decisions. I was just trying to show you a single line where we can notice difference of bishop versus the knight. Now let's go ahead and you will get your homework position for this topic. Here it's white to move and we need to decide. Are we going to play bishop takes g6, destroying defender of e5 pawn and capturing it on the next move, or playing differently? Again, we have bishop versus the knight in opposite side castles. You can share your thoughts and ideas how to play here in the comment section below. Gabuzyan was here with you. Thank you for your subscriptions, likes, and sharing this video with your friends. We appreciate it a lot. I will see you next time during our next daily lessons.